And in today's video, as you all know, we're going to be cooking a particular recipe without using stove and gas or pots, because we're going to be cooking with our mouth. And you can take your pen and jotter and jot something down. And if this is your first time of joining this channel, of joining our life, please help click on the red subscribe button, help like this video, help comment below in the comment section, and help share this video to your friends or family who will find potential in what we're doing here. And with that, to help me grow this channel and help to all my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you to you all for always stopping by, for always engaging and not getting tired of this channel. And in today's video, who can guess in the comment section what we're about to cook? Without wasting much of our time, we are going to be cooking Ogbono okra soup or Okro Ogbono soup. One of my style, one of my method I love using. As you all know, like I said earlier, you know that in this channel, nobody is an island of knowledge. We all have the opportunity to share what we know and add it to what each of us know already. Like I used to say, we all know how to cook. Everybody know how to cook. We've been eating since the day we were born. We've been eating, but what we are eating might actually differ, and who cooks the food might actually be different. But the fact that we have been eating, so that shows everybody can cook. It's just that the method you adopt to your food is quite different from the method that I adopt to my cooking. That is the only thing that make us different. So we all can cook. We all can cook. So in today's video, we are going to be cooking okra ogbono soup. And to dive in directly, we'll talk about the ingredients that we are going to use. If time permits us, I'll be talking about two methods that we can use to cook okra ogbono soup. One of the method, it is two methods that I'll be talking about. So two of these methods are methods that I love using because it is fast, it is reliable, and the end result is something you'll be happy about. And this might actually be your method, and it might not be your method. We'll know as time goes on. Please don't forget to comment in the comment section and let's know your opinion about this. There's room for addition, there's room for suggestion in today's recipe. So there's nobody's an island of knowledge, like I just say. We all can share our ideas together. So we'll be talking about the ingredients. Firstly, we'll be needing our ogbono powder. You can buy your ogbono seed from the market. If there is time, you wash it and dehydrate it or sun dry it and blend it into a powdered form, because we can't cook with raw ogbono. We're going to blend it into a powdered form, and you can also buy it from the market. If your vendor or your market seller is someone that maybe the ogbono that he or she is selling is neat and clean, you just blend it from the market to make the work easier and bring it home. Then you need pepper. You can use powdered pepper. Depending on the pepper you have at home, you can use powdered pepper. You can use fresh pepper. You can use fresh pepper. You can use powdered pepper. You need your palm oil. You need your seasoning. You need crayfish powder. The seasoning you add to your food depends on your taste bud. I'm not going to be saying you're going to use two seasoning or use one seasoning. No. The seasoning you add to your food depends on your taste bud. Depends on what you deem right, what you add to your food and you feel okay, oh, this is okay, or okay, oh, this is too salty, you add it according to your taste bud. My taste bud is different from yours and yours is different from mine, so that is why you add your seasoning according to your taste bud. Number two is one thing I do say, and I do say this a lot in my videos, is that if you don't know, if you are not sure of, maybe it's three Maggi or three seasons that you add to your food that will give you that taste, please and please, you can just go ahead. If you are meant to add, if you are meant to add three seasoning in all your food, in your soup, just add maybe two at first. Then along the line, you taste it. You can taste it. If it is okay, you stop. But if it is not okay, you can correct with a little bit of salt. If the taste is not okay, you can add a little amount of seasoning. It depends on your taste bud. May I just feel you add it one after the other. Do you understand? Just add it one after the other. Then you need your crayfish powder For okra ogbono soup, you need crayfish powder. Then for you need your scent leaf, which is the vegetable you are going to be adding to the soup. If the vegetable is not, if you don't like adding vegetable to your okra soup or ogbono soup, you can totally skip it. It is optional. Then you need your okra, but your okra you need to your okra you need to be sliced and probably blended. Or if you have the way me I use it at times, if I don't have, if my blender is not active, I just pour it, I slice and pour it into the blender, then pound it. I make sure I pound it, it is very puree and very smooth. Then the other one, you just slice it, you slice your you slice your okra. So you have the blended one that is blend to pureed if you are using your blender, and you have the one that you just slice and set them aside. Then you need protein items. You need protein items. Your protein items depends on your pocket. It depends on what's your capacity. It depends on your capacity. If you have money to buy all the whole seafood, you can go for it. If you have money to buy big cow or big goat meat, you can go for it. You can as well use assorted meat, more smoked fish, different types of proteins. You can go for any type of protein that you want. It is your choice. Then you need onions. You need onions. Then you need stockfish. That is optional also. Then periwinkle is also optional. And for the vegetable, if you want to use different types of vegetable into your soup, it is also your choice. But I go for scent leaf and uza leaf most of them because of the flavor that it adds to the aroma that it adds to the soup. So now, without wasting much of our time, we will go into the method that you can use to cook your okra ogbono soup. I pray we'll be able to do the both method, to talk about the both method. But first method that I use is cleaning your vegetable and slicing it, then set it aside. Then you want to firstly then blend your pepper also. If you are not using if you are using fresh pepper, you need to blend your pepper. And the quantity of pepper you add depends on your taste bud as well. So what you just want to do first is boil your protein items. Boil it with some of the pepper, seasoning, salt, onions, and you just want to add water and cover it to cook. You want it to cook till it is tendered. If you are using okoroko stockfish, you can decide to soak your stockfish in hot water with salt for about 5 minutes. You don't need to add it to your protein while cooking it. And if you decide that like adding it, rinse and add it into your protein items that you are cooking. After 5 minutes of cooking your protein, you can just introduce your stockfish into it. Then once your stockfish has fully cooked, you just want to take the stock take the this aspect is divided into two places. Is that you take it out of it or you leave it inside, depends on you. But the way I do mine, this particular method most of the time, is leave my proteins inside the pot, then add palm oil and more pepper. I'm a Yoruba lady. I love pepper. I love pepper so much. I love pepper. So I add more pepper to the one that I already used to boil the protein. If you don't like pepper, you can just skip, for this particular method, you can just skip the pepper you used to boil your protein. I add more pepper and palm oil. Then I covered it to allow it to boil. You allow it boil for 5 minutes, cover that with the palm oil to get rid of the raw taste of the palm oil. At this point, the water you add to your stock might actually not be your protein might actually not be much, and it might be much ogbono. As far as the ogbono is the good one that has the tendency of drawing very well. You understand? So once you add your pepper and palm oil, you want to cover it to boil for altogether for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you want to introduce in your ogbono powder. You introduce in your ogbono powder. After introducing in your ogbono powder, then you go ahead to stir it to combine. If it is too thick, probably the stock is not enough, you add water. Then you want to just cover it. If your ogbono is authentic, if it is good, there's no need of saying I cannot cover my ogbono soup. No. If it is all those strong, my ogbono powder vendor, my ogbono vendor, The guy is always he's always giving me the best ogbono. In fact, the guy he tries a lot. His ogbono is always giving me 100. So once you add the ogbono and you add water, probably it's too thick. Then you cover it and allow it to boil for probably 5 to 7 minutes. Then once it has boiled under medium heat, not high heat, so that it won't burn. And one thing I do is, even if I buy my ogbono from the market, I don't blend crayfish powder together with it. Even if they are to use, those vendor will tell you they are to use ogbono powder. I mean crayfish to push out the remaining ogbono. I don't skip that part because I don't want my ogbono also to waste. You just tell them to blend the crayfish into another nylon. Even if it is going to come out with ogbono, you should just blend it into another separate nylon. Because what I've noticed so far is, when you add crayfish powder to your ogbono from the starting, it allows it to burn, like it burns fast. Ogbono it to stick, so it allows it to burn fast. So once it has cooked for about 5 to 7 minutes, you go ahead to check for the taste. If the taste is okay, if the taste is not okay, you don't need to rush by adding in seasoning yet. Add your pureed okra or the one you pounded. Hmm? Add your pureed okra or the one you powdered, add it into it, right? Once you add it into it, then you give it a stir. That one might have stick together because okra can easily thicken. Then you mix everything to combine. Once it has combined well and nice, once it has combined beautifully, you just want to go ahead to check for the taste again. Then add either a pinch of salt or a cube of seasoning, depending on your taste bud. I'm from Osun State. I live in Nigeria and I'm a Nigerian. So then you go ahead, you just want to add at this point, after adding in the seasoning and you are sure of it that this thing is 100. You add your remaining the sliced okra. You add the sliced okra. You add it into it. You add that sliced okra. You add it into it. You follow by the choice of vegetable that you are using. But if you are not using any vegetable, no problem. You are free. No problem. Then you add crayfish powder. Probably the one they blended for you in the market, or the one you have at home, crayfish powder. Add it into it and just allow and stir everything to combine. If you are using periwinkle at this point, when periwinkle too does not have this strength to cook for a very long time. It's just me. I cook it the same time with my I had it the same time I had my vegetables. So you just add it into it. You add the periwinkle, crayfish powder, vegetable, and the sliced okra into it, and just give it a stir. Cover it, allow it to simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. My dear sister and brother, you will love it because at this point your ogbono soup is very very ready. It is ready to be served with any swallow of your choice. But my favorite swallow for ogbono soup, I love pounded yam. I love serving with pounded yam. So the second method that I will be explaining in this video is still the same recipe. It's still the same ingredients. It's still the same ingredients. But the method I use most of the time, the second method I use most of the time is after boiling the protein, I just take the pot off the heat and place another pot on the heat, add some palm oil and let it melt. You are not bleaching your palm oil though. We are not cooking ofada wire masa sauce. Just let it melt and turn off the heat. Then pour the ogbono powder into the oil while you've turned off the heat. Then mix it till it dissolve properly into the stew, into the palm oil. Till it dissolve totally into the palm oil. Then you just want to add water. Either your stock, if you have your stock available, or some water into it. Then now you can turn on the heat to medium heat. Then at this point you want to cover it to allow it to boil for 5 to 7 minutes. Then once it has boiled well like that, you introduce in pepper. If your stock has pepper that is enough for you and you are using your stock to cook it, you don't need to add pepper, because if you are not a fan of pepper, for me, I boil my protein with pepper. I add more pepper. You add your pepper, you add seasoning to taste. You add seasoning to your taste. And you can add crayfish powder at this point also, because If your ogbono is supposed to cook for 10 minutes, for instance, it has already cooked for about 5 to 7 minutes. So you are very sure that even if it will burn, it will not burn too much. So you just add crayfish powder. You add your okra, the one you blend to puri, you add it into it, and just cover it to allow it to boil for 3 to 4 5 minutes. Once it has boiled like that, then you just want to come to the next step of adding the sliced okra. You add the sliced okra, you add your vegetable of choice if you are using your vegetable, periwinkle if you are using periwinkle, add more crayfish if you have it available, and give it a stir to combine, and allow it to boil for 2 to 3 more minutes, and it is ready. It is as simple as that. And please let me know in the comment section if you are going to be giving these two methods we've discussed a try. And thanks for watching. I know as time goes on, we'll be improving. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. I really appreciate you, my subscribers, and my friends that are just joining us here. I really appreciate. Thanks for watching. This video will be on my page, to be on my channel. You can go back to rewatch it. Probably you're busy now. You can go back to rewatch it. You can go back to rewatch and comment and like and help share this video to help reach more people that will find potential in what we are doing. Help share to your families and friends. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to help subscribe to help grow this channel. And you can turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified whenever I post any new video or I'm on live like this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. I really love and appreciate you. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye.